Battlefield 2042 released back in November of 2021 in a rough state. It's now 2025 and the question is, what is it like almost 4 years later, and should you buy it? We all know Battlefield games launches haven't been the best. For example, I remember playing the first few missions of the Battlefield 4 campaign about 3 times because of the server issues they were having up to a couple of months after it launched. I also remember Battlefield 5 and the controversy around its historical accuracy, the crappy servers, the weird time to death, and the weird Battle Royale mode. Needless to say, Battlefield 2042's launch was no different. The maps were empty, the servers sucked, the performance sucked, and I remember glitching through buildings and getting killed by enemies who were under the map. The launch was so bad that many thousands of people left negative reviews after refunding it, myself included. Yet here I am making another video of the game years later, and that's because I found myself enjoying it as of late. These days, Battlefield 2042 is a whole new experience, and honestly, there are a lot of reasons to give it another shot. But there's still one possible issue that might hold some players back. First, let's talk about everything the game's doing right, and then we'll get into the one thing that might still be a deal breaker. They updated the maps a long time ago, and they've added a good bit of weapons along the way. I remember first playing the game and being confused with the whole operator thing, but classes have been in the game since my last video. With classes being back to what they used to be, and the portal mode having weapons and maps from older Battlefields, I feel like it's just as fun as any other Battlefield game was in the middle of its release. They restored the original formula, the gunplay actually feels good, and the vehicles are pretty fun to use. Although there's absolutely no excuse for how it launched, overall, I feel like they fixed the game progressively into a fun, playable product that reminds me of playing Battlefield 4 after it was fixed back in 2014. Except, you remember the possible issue I mentioned earlier? Well, it's pissed off so many people, and rightfully so. A while ago, they decided to make it mandatory for everyone to have Secure Boot enabled in their BIOS in order to be able to join an online game. Why? Anti-cheat reasons. And while I really appreciate them taking a serious approach to anti-cheat, it makes me scratch my head as to whether or not this level of intervention was really necessary. Anyway, enabling Secure Boot in your BIOS isn't really that difficult. It just depends on what motherboard manufacturer you went with and how to find it in their BIOS settings. With that said, it did take me like 40 minutes to figure out because mine wasn't actually enabling properly, but I blame that on Gigabyte because once I found a video that taught me the workaround, it only took me 5 minutes. It's currently $3.99 on Steam right now, and unless enabling Secure Boot on your machine is a deal breaker for you, I'd say it's worth a shot if you're looking for a fun, casual shooter to pass the time and have epic moments in. While this game has definitely had its ups and downs, for me, it's an enjoyable casual shooter while I wait for Battlefield 6, whenever that's coming out. Anyways, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Comment below what you think of the game, if you still play it, and whether or not you think you'd purchase it for $3.99. I mean, we gotta admit that's pretty cheap for an all-out war game. But anyway, thanks for watching, peace.